Okay, so I wanted to give another update on my law school journey and update you as to how I made my decision as far as which law school to attend. So, just a quick recap, I applied to four different schools, two of which I believe were out of my reach, meaning out of my reach with respect to GPA and LSAT. I was waitlisted at both of those schools. And then I applied at two other schools that I would say were within my reach, and I got accepted to both. Um, However, as far as the rankings are concerned, I would say they're not top tier schools. They're definitely not, top 14 or even top 50 for that matter. However, as a non traditional student, meaning I will be going part time, an older person that already has established in a career, I don't think that it's that important to try to think about rankings and all of that because, I'm not going to Big Law. Big Law does not hire associates like me. From my understanding, they go for top tier schools, young individuals without families and commitments so that those individuals can, be the workhorse. They can work 60, 70, 80 hours a week because they don't have any responsibilities. So that's not me. So I don't like to kind of pigeonhole myself into a category that is just not relevant to me and my experience. So, out of the two law schools, I would say I'm not revealing the names just for privacy reasons, but there is a difference in how I made my decision based on my current job and my family and expenses. So both schools were very, very expensive, and they're both private schools. So just by saying private school, you already know that it's going to be tens of thousands of dollars. One of the schools offered me a 50% scholarship, and that's the school that I'm going with. Given that I am not competing with the best of the best to go out into the workforce and work for some big law firm, I'm going to go with the one that is giving me the most bang for my buck. So not only is this law school giving me a 50% scholarship as opposed to the other one that gave me nothing, they are more flexible. There's more online opportunities as far as taking classes. I don't have to show up in person all the time. It's already very difficult for someone like me with a full-time job and a family to then try to go every evening after school. I would be missing out on, family time and family life and, leaving the burden all upon my husband, and I don't want to do that. So this school is just more flexible. They're very innovative. I'm very excited to start this school. So that's basically how I made my decision. I will keep you up to date. I would say that this school is probably ranked in maybe the top 100 schools. But again, rankings don't matter for me. So that's my advice. As a non-traditional student, you need to do what's best for you. We all have life circumstances. We all have pre-existing financial responsibilities. If you're a working mom or you have a family or if you're a man or you already have student loans that you're already paying for from graduate school. Maybe you're paying for your kids' college already as a non-traditional student. So all of those things matter to people like me, where they may not matter for a regular student who went straight from high school to undergrad to law school without stopping. So don't try and pigeonhole yourself and only do like most of the books that I read and the articles that I read, they really cater to a traditional student. There's not much information out there for people like me. So I recommend that you carve your own path. Don't listen to other people. If this is your passion and you're certain, and I think that at my age, I'm fairly certain of what I want to do. And if you're certain of what you want to do, then don't listen to all of those articles that do not pertain to your situation. And also don't listen to naysayers. I mean, you can take their comments into consideration, because I have a lot of attorney friends and I have a lot of friends that went to law school that did not become attorneys. And all of their comments are taken into consideration. But at the end of the day, you know what's best for you. So don't listen to everybody, wholeheartedly as if I must listen to them. Take it with a grain of salt. Register it against your own thoughts. So I will be starting school. And another thing I wanted to mention, don't be afraid to ask for more. So the school that offered me a scholarship, I got it. It was originally 40%. I wrote an essay, a 2-page essay explaining to them why I would like to have an increased funding. And they gave it to me. They gave me a 50% scholarship, which, every little bit helps. So I had nothing to lose by asking. So go ahead and ask. Write a real essay. My essay took me 3 days, and it was only 2 pages, double spaced, to compose my ideas behind why I really need the additional assistance. And they personally called me, said I wrote a lovely essay, and gave me a 10% additional funding, which means a lot to me. Even if it was another 5%, everything helps, because no one wants to be paying debt off until they're retired. So that's an update. I'll be starting in August. This is a very innovative program. I should be done in less than 4 years. I'm very excited, and I will keep you up to date as far as how I manage this new venture as a working mom. So